saying man must never show weakness. They grieve in silence. They are tough as nails. See, trying to elude her gaze was only delaying the inevitable. Like a terrified astronaut looking into a set of interstellar binoculars, staring into the void. He is taking a leap of faith from the safety of his planet Earth into the darkness and honesty of her grief-stricken cosmos. What can contain the dark matter of her despair? She is a living, breathing black hole. Her eyes are watery droplets of gravity. Therein implodes the very fabric of the universe. He thirsts for peace, like an American soldier, tired of spilling Afghan blood. Grief is blood in the water. Who can drink it? Maybe the devil, as it should come with his job, right? Once upon a time on Golgotha, so did God. So did God. See, grief is a cup of wine to drink in loneliness, a gall to drink with your arms stretched out on a wooden cross and your throat as dry as a farmer's heels. See, he is tired of pretending to be okay, tired of avoiding the silence that awakens his thinking mind. So he clenches his jaw and purses his lips, futile attempts to suppress the rain. They say a man must never show weakness. They grieve in silence. They are tough as nails. But tell me, is it weakness to hate the idea of drowning in another's hopelessness? He knows no rest. He is sleep. She is the nightmare of him falling from the sky. He is the streets of Mozambique. She is Cyclone Idai. Lost in the turbulence, hoping that gravity never shows him directions, hoping he never finds the ocean floor in her teary Atlantics. Her eyes like walls of sand, trying to hold back the tsunami of her tears. Him like yielding skyscrapers collapses into her arms like the boy that he was when his mother was still breathing. Back when his father told him that men must never show weakness. They grieve in silence, son. They are tough as nails. He inhales her screams. She is wind in a broken trumpet. Her pitch is correlated to nails screeching on chalkboards or silence. But he sees himself in her. Wishes he could grieve without having to question his masculinity. Wishes he could stand on the edge of the world and scream into an open universe. But remember, men must never show weakness. They grieve in silence. They are tough as nails. So he is a walking soundproof cage, holding a criminally insane murderer that hates the sound of his own voice. But she finds courage in his hypocrisy, in his apparent strength. She finds a constant in the chaos, an unbleached color on the chromatographic spectrum of sorrow. How do you say goodbye to a piece of yourself? Watch yourself fade. They say misery loves company. And who can explain how a burden is lifted by friendship? How laughter at a funeral can numb the grief? Or the courage that we find in remembrance, in treating the memories of our past legends with honor. See, he looks into her eyes, and despite the storm, despite the collapse, despite the fire, despite the earthquake, he finds in her something familiar in a strange universe. And in that moment, she becomes everything. She is the floor, he is the poem. She is the mic, he is the poem. She is the wall and the roof and the sky, and he is the poem. And in that moment, as they hear him speak, together they become one infinite force. Together we become one infinite force. For 5 minutes, fighting the solitude inside us.